Welcome to Story Scaling by podcastvideos.com, where creators share the truth behind the content, the grind, and the growth.
Had a bunch of copies made and sent them out, and I got one response from Sherman, Texas, and it was a CBS affiliate, and ended up getting a couple of interviews there and getting the job, and away we go.
You remember how many you sent out?
40.
Oh, wow.
40.
Yeah.
It might have been 41, 42, but I remember 40 was the threshold. And yeah, just one.
Yeah.
It's all it takes.
That's all it takes, baby. It just takes one.
That's it.
So radio, sports, and now you're into podcasting. Talk to me about that transition. Does it feel like a world of difference? Is it a situation where you come in with some familiarity because you were in those different mediums, or is it
all the above?
Yeah. All
the above. Technology is a little different. Things have changed a little bit. Software's changed a little bit.
Yeah.
Continues to change a little bit.
I'll say.
A lot bit. Yeah. But one of the things I did, when I was back in college, I was a TA for radio production. So I would teach, how to cut the actual tape on a wood block with a razor blade, and how to assemble it.
Really?
At the most primitive form ever.
Sure.
All the way up to what at the time was, the earlier digital software for radio. So stepping into that, or where I am currently,
sure, you
have a base.
Yeah.
And then, once you get into TV, you obviously edit video. At the time for me, it was tape to tape. I don't know if you're familiar with tape to tape.
Semi.
But you got two tapes, in point, out point, you hit edit, and one kind of records over the other where it needs to.
Yeah.
Again, pretty primitive. And that was for the majority of the time I was in TV.
Sure.
But at the very end was the early days of Adobe.
Yeah.
And we used that. So I had a little bit of an idea before I got into podcasting. Well, the first year of podcasting was audio only.
Okay.
5 or so months ago, I entered the video realm, and so Adobe Premiere, I had the gist of it, but I had to brush up on a lot.
When was the first year of podcasting period for you?
For me?
Yeah.
I decided to finally do it over Christmas break of 2023.
Okay. So
I launched February of 24.
Still relatively new.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been weekly since.
So
sure.
Weekly since.
I've done about 75, I think.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So tell me, take me back to that point of inception. Like when you had the idea and you were like, man, I got to run with this. Was it a lightning bolt moment? Or was it just like how they portray in the movies? Like, talk to me about that.
You know those cartoons when we're kids and they're hanging the carrot over the horse to make it walk?
Yeah.
I feel like that carrot had been hanging over me for a couple of years because I've been wanting to do something like this. And I have a former coworker, previous to coming to do TV news here, I did in El Paso, Texas.
Right on.
And a guy I worked with there went on to Savannah, Georgia, and he ended up starting a food TV show. And now it's blown up into something bigger. He's done books.
Wow.
He's got a podcast. He's done all sorts of, it's called Eat It and Like It with Jesse Blanco. It's great. Anyway, seeing what he was doing there and how we're growing here, it's just been something that I've been like, I really need to do that. It's something I should really look at doing. And towards the end, I was really to the point where I'm like, I'm going to do it. I just got to do it. And what made it real over Christmas break 2023, I thought, let me get a logo made. And then once I see the logo, I think that'll be real. That'll be the time where it's time to shift into gear. And I got the logo made and I looked at it and I thought, oh, here we go. Here it is.
It's official now.
It's official. That's what it took. Yeah.
I love it. So now, when you have an idea for an episode, is it a guest in mind? Do you have your list of like, man, I gotta get these people? How does that happen when you think of?
It's pretty fluid.
Okay.
There's some that I've been talking with for 6-7 months.
Right on.
And it's matching schedules. There's some that reach out to me.
Yep.
There's some that I reach out to. It's pretty fluid. I try to keep a couple, 2-3 interviews when I can.
Sure.
And I'm not doing well at that right now.
Yeah.
But it's always harder over the holidays and whatnot, like 4th of July. And so I'm building back up. But, ideally, that's the play for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
When people come on, is it a automatic comfortable, conversation just flows? Do you have to make them comfortable? And if so, then how do you go about making sure?
It's a great question.
You know,
Because I had to learn along the way. Because now I had some really, I was really fortunate because my first couple, 2, 3, 4 interviews were people that made me comfortable. And that made the whole difference. The absolute difference. But, you know, then there comes a time where it's not. It can be a little bit of a struggle when you're thinking to yourself, okay, I can't let this be a struggle. So what I found was I'm sitting down with my guests beforehand, before we turn anything on. Well, now I turn the cameras on so they don't shut off and I don't have to reset them. But before we turn everything on, I sit with them and I go through questions, kind of like what you were earlier. You know, I'll sit with them and I'll be like, you know, if there's anything you want me to add, we'll add it. If there's anything you're not comfortable with, we'll take it off. And that really kind of alleviates, because you know, they don't know if I'm coming in being like a investigative reporter type or something like that. Or, hey, I heard you're starting a new place over here. Is there any truth to that? Or just, you know. So I think once we get into that and talk through that, the chemistry starts to build, the comfortability starts to build, and I think that's really worked out really well. Yeah.
What's the biggest thing you've learned about yourself through this podcast? Like I said, it's still relatively early on in your journey. I mean, 70 episodes is no small feat by any stretch of the imagination. You know what I mean?
But over time, it's new.
You know what I mean? So yeah, like what's that thing or maybe a couple of things that you look and you're like, oh man, I didn't know this about myself, or this is something new for me. You know?
I know I drink too much coffee. Especially when I'm up till 2 a.m. trying to make the 3 a.m. window I have for uploading, which, you know. But anyway, no, you know, I think there's some technical things for me personally that I continue to try to work on. But when I get so locked in on an interview, it all goes out the window. You know, as far as interview style and tactics go. Tactics aren't the right word. Kind of technical flow. So there's a lot of that I'd like to work on and get better with. But I think that it really kind of shocked me out of the gate. The editing, the flow, and the format of the way I'm doing it has I mean, outside of adding video, of course, has really, it kind of took form early. And I thought, this is something we'll just take a shot with this